I'm going to say what I'm going to say, but I know it's going to get misconstrued regardless. So that's why I don't care. If you think it pertains to you, then you very well might be guilty of it. I don't know what to tell you. Be warned. There are many reasons why people collect, no matter what that particular niche is. They may do it for personal enjoyment, or they may do it for a sense of nostalgia, you know, to bring us back to maybe our childhood, that factor. Just being some of the many reasons why. With today's advancements in technology and in social media, it's has become incredibly easy for us to connect with others within that same niche. You may think that you're alone when you start out collecting hot toys, for example, or 1/6 scale, because it's not something normal. It's not like Legos at Walmart. But social media allows others to connect and share their love of any particular hobby and interest with other like minded individuals, and allowing those to connect and interact on various social media platforms. I think a lot of us who collect do it for a sense of escape. I think that a lot of collectors struggle with day to day issues, such as family, bills, your job, things like that. And collecting is a vice to help us escape from all that just for a little bit. And there's nothing wrong with that. We all need me time and a break, right? Some of us may even use collecting to combat forms of depression or help with anxiety. I made a video about it. I'm one of them. If you're someone that has, you're an introvert and trying to break out of that, being on YouTube and social media may be a big leap forward for some. It's a leap of faith putting yourself out there. I'm going to say what I'm going to say, but I know it's going to get misconstrued regardless. So that's why I don't care. This video is not about any particular individual, anybody like that. It's a generalization. And if you think it pertains to you, then you very well might be guilty of it. I don't know what to tell you. So be warned. Because I've talked to a lot of non-YouTubers and content creators, and I prefer that. If those who know me, I've really kind of distanced myself from a lot of Facebook groups. I say what I have to say, regardless of the outcome, just because I feel like things need to be said. And I touch on things that can be quote unquote controversial. It's just that it's things that people think about, or they just don't have the platform to say it. But I have no problem saying it. I'm not looking for a victory lap. I'm not patting myself on the back about it. But there's three things that I firmly believe that should never penetrate the 6 scale conversation or this world, this ecosystem. That's politics, that's religion, and social issues or concerns. There's just no connection with those to a toy. And I think that a platform is used to really perpetuate these issues sometimes. And although there are percentages of people that will still watch and agree with and feed into that narrative, there is people out there that just don't want to listen to it. And it's a shame because I feel like it's alienating people away. There are people that go on YouTube to watch streams, to watch videos, reviews, whatever it may be, because they want that escape from that kind of stuff. If they want to talk politics or watch politics, they'll turn on Fox News or CNN. I'm sorry. You can call me gatekeeping, which I have no problem, but the connection can't be made, and I don't accept it. That's my opinion. I don't accept the two. I just don't. Same thing with religion. I just there's just these are just topics, and it's a sad thing that I'm making this video because these are like people say these are like touchy, but they are. But the fact is, there's still people that use their platform for it, and you know, and even and like social issues. When a particular figure is made, whether it's male, female, black, white, whatever it may be, and I'm going to paint with a very broad brush, and I'm not doing it because I'm being ignorant or I'm being blind to it. I'm just making sure because I know there's sensitive people out there that you say the wrong thing, you get persecuted very quickly. But I'm just trying to make a point that there people these are toy platforms to talk about toys, and I really do think that sometimes they get really perpetuated into something more than what it is. We really have to break it and strip it down to what the core fact is. These are toys, okay? Hot toys. Yes, they're expensive toys, but they're toys. And yes, I'm oversimplifying it. Well, 300 doesn't matter how much they are. Hot toys. Let me repeat, toys. If a particular character isn't made, or people ask, well, why don't they show love to this or that? It's okay to like ask certain questions like that, I suppose, but oftentimes they end up leading into a conversation where it just goes down a path that there's no turning back from, and that it never ends with a resolution. I feel like they use their platform incorrectly at times, although they think they're doing the right thing. And don't get me wrong, there's going to be some people that do agree with what they're saying and kind of gaslighting the situation. But there are a fair amount of people that I've spoken to that are like, listen, I want to, I hear this shit on my day to day. I hear it on the radio, on the news. I want to disconnect from everything. And I want to listen to people talk about toys. That's what it is. It's therapeutic. I don't want that outside shit brought into my ecosystem. For those people, I feel sorry for you. What you have to do, unfortunately, is stop watching those. I know there's people out there that don't like me and don't like what I do. They won't like this video. That's okay. I'm not appealing to you. I'm not, but there's going to be someone that does, that understands where I'm coming from. I'm saying what other people won't say, and they'll appreciate that. That's okay too. It's no problem. I just think that for those out there that want to be social justice warriors, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you go start a channel about that. Then go start a channel, or go do other things of that nature. To try to use your platform about toys, it's a little ridiculous, I think. And there's also other people that will be talking politics and stuff. And if you're an outsider and you tune on to a channel and you see them talking politics and religion and stuff, you're perplexed about what you're watching, because you're probably the first thing you think of, well, where's the toys? I've seen streams in the past where 30-minute rants about politics, but we're supposed to be talking about toys. People understand, they just don't want to get involved in the bullshit, and they'll tune out very quickly. I feel the frustration from those. It's okay to speak your mind about stuff, but I just think that there's a place for that. And that's what this video is about, is just kind of a reality check that there is a percentage of people out there that just want to talk about toys. And there is nothing wrong with that, of having that kind of mentality. And I think and there's other people that are against that mentality. They're like, well, you got to be more open to this, that, and the other. I understand that. Like I said, we deal with the bullshit every day. When I turn this camera off, I'm going back to my reality. This right now, me recording this video, is my escape for 15 minutes. And then I'm going to go back to my reality. I'm going to go back to my family and do my everyday stuff that I do. And so I can sympathize with those people that like to watch streams, and the mentality that they feel is that it makes it like it's like a downer. It brings in like negativity to the hobby, when that's what the shit that you're listening to every day is. You're listening to non-6 scale stuff because people end up seeing their platform and using it for different purposes, and somehow trying to connect everything together when things shouldn't be connected together. And like I said, I'm going to get shit for this. 100% I am. I'm prepared for that. I also speak to people too who are non-content creators. Go look at my last video. I'll wrap it up here, but I made a video about shit collectors say, and the comments I got were overwhelmingly positive, and even some of the stuff on there were directed towards, I hate when there's politics involved. I hate when social issues are talked about. I hate when, this kind of stuff, because people understand there's an escape that they want from the everyday issues that we all struggle with. Every one of us struggle with stuff, all on different levels. And so, like I said, to wrap up the video, I sympathize for those that do want that escape from this hobby, because they can't find another one, and then those issues get brought back into things. I just think that there's a time and a place, and six scale collecting in these channels isn't the right place, and it really brings it down for some people out there that feel like they want that escapism, but now they can't feel it. And content creators really need to understand the platform and the reach they have. And like I said, if you're going to want to bring up those issues more and more, go make another channel dedicated to that stuff. Because ultimately people are going to start tuning out. They are. But I hope the message got across. It's one of those things where I just needed to speak on it. And if content creators in general think that they have nothing else better to talk about for the week but certain things like that, then you got to change up your style, because I've seen that recently. Well, there's not much to talk about in the news this week. This is what the news is. Well, those issues are only news if you make them news. I don't want to sound ignorant in saying that, but giving trolls a platform doesn't help the situation either. I'm not saying the issues go away easily. There's a lot of things in the world that just need fixing, but unfortunately, they're not going to fix themselves overnight, nor are they going to fix talking about them on a toy stream. It's just not going to happen. And so if you're a content creator that thinks that you need to talk about that stuff because you're dry on content, well, then I think maybe you need to reevaluate your content itself and think of something different. Just because, like I said, it's only news if you make it news. You only give the trolls a platform if you choose to do so. So they're going to pick and scratch at you. It's your choice whether to acknowledge them or not. And so we all need to be better, and we all need to understand that we have a platform and there's a time and a place for everything. Until then, this is Mr. Mom Collectibles saying take care, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Acknowledge me!